Hello, 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 friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another beautiful, sunny, beautiful day here in Maryland. This is Power Time with your hostess, Sharon Herbert, the Power RN. And we are coming to you, of course, from Power in Nursing Innovations. So thank you for joining us today. And every Sunday, every beautiful Sunday, we look forward to sharing our time with you. So thank you. And each and every Sunday, remember, we are here for your questions and your comments. And if by chance you are touching base with us on our replay, please indicate hashtag replay and we'll respond to you ASAP. So, thank you so much. And today, as I say, I ran into a subject today as it does reflect to my life as a nurse professional, and it makes me think of you all. And our topic today is greater together. Together. Have you ever thought that we could be greater together? Let's give it a whirl. What does greater together mean? Greater together. Be connected. Don't go it alone. Two people are better than one, for they can help each other succeed. And whether you are a nurse and on duty or just a regular old little regular person at home doing your chores or checking your calendar, think about it. We need one another. Put aside those past injustices. If you have had a challenge or bad communication with someone in your realm, just think about where that left you. Is that person one that could help you in the future? Or is that one who you can help? So we're not going to dwell on those issues. They don't concern us. Because when you are in the place and space with other people and working toward any particular goal, you have to think about who you are, what your concern is, what is your goal or your goals, and look around. Look around your space, and as you see there are other people in your area, would you think about, maybe you could need help. Maybe they could need help. Maybe you and the other person have the same goals. Maybe you've been called, like nurses, to meet the same goals. So, how can we save the world if we're still taking a long time to think about, well, what they did to me last time and who, as they say, who shot John? If we are still struggling with the past, it's going to be difficult to work together and to solve the problem and to meet the goals. As we work together, it's a choice. It's a choice to connect and work together. And if you're both working together to serve and save, those are nurses' goals, of course, you might consider Well, can we do this thing together? Because together we have more strength. We have more energy. We have more resources, more than a single server. Two are able to give more. And why would that be? Well, you have one with energy. Now you have two with energy because of the numbers you are building to grow your team. And you choose to make that team grow if you can give up those past problems, challenges, and choose to work together. Now, making that choice is definitely your choice. Your choice. That is a challenge for some people because they don't want to give up their power. But your choice starts in your mind. As you've heard me say before, mindset matters. But that is true. But as your mind looks at all of the components of this scenario, we're looking at building, 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 and serving to meet the goals because now we have additional resources. We have the addition of more power, energy, skill sets, resources. One can know one part of the journey, but the other may know the second part. And as you work together, you can break down some of those barriers and challenges. You're both facing them like a flat tire. You're both facing them. But if one knows how to build the bridge, together you can become one in service to fixing the challenge, in breaking down the barriers, and meeting the goals. And the same for nurses. When you have a challenging assignment, a long day, your patient needs an IV, your other patient has a family that's coming and they have questions for you, you will be looking for not just one in the realm of service, you'll be looking for another. And together you can meet the goals. And the service is the goal. So each one brings something to the plate. And that is the power of togetherness. Togetherness is a power. And so there is less energy that each one can bring to the table. Less output is needed for better and bigger results. Lifting, moving, thinking, carrying, serving, saving. They all can come together more easily with a team, with more than one. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought of your own dreams? Dreaming big about asking for help, making connections with new people, or even folks that You kind of know, but you chose to not bother them. They can work for you through your challenge or circumstances to make the change that you needed to meet the goal. How about connecting with those folks that you don't really know, but you're in the same place and space, and there's a code or there's an emergency, and you need to be connected with other team members to make the change and meet the goals. So remember, the change is the goal. It's the circumstance, and when times come where you're looking around, you may not even know who you will find and who will find you when you are connecting with someone who's never met you either, someone you don't know, but the goal is yours and the goal is theirs. Serving, saving. And sometimes you have met that person briefly, but you really haven't connected. Remember, you can get more done together. That connection leads you to outreach, connecting. Outreach is so important because you can get more done with more people, less energy, less resources, and less time. So today, and even yesterday, you can probably think about a problem that you tried to solve alone. Alone, by yourself, one on one. And we know that in nursing and in real life, there are some problems that you might have a problem solving. How many problems have you tried to solve and been successful at solving them completely, all by your little self? Really? Just think. Think of the last time that you had a big problem that you tried to fix yourself. How much easier would it be to have someone else help you? How much easier could it be to have someone help change that flat tire? How much easier and how much time could you save? How much energy? And in the end, to meet the goal. You've got to get that flat tire changed or manage the challenges with your angry patient's family, or there's a bus full of school kids that were in an accident. We've got to meet our goals. You've got to change that flat tire. Really? Because you're way out in the boondocks all by yourself. How could life be easier if you had help with your problem? You can use less energy, less output in order to meet your goal. Less energy will make the task easier. Less time. And together we can save and serve. Even if it's your manager, even if it's your colleagues, your team members, the CEO. You can really decide, because it's you making the decision, deciding to connect with a colleague or a person that can help you. Outreach is reaching out to those folks who are in the same unit with you or in the same room with you. Reach out to connect with the help that is available. Where would you be today if you hadn't chosen to connect with someone else who knew the answer to your question, knew how to complete the steps to help meet your goals? Someone that can help you, someone that you reach out to today could be a lifesaver, a lifesaver, a lifesaver, and a big part of your connection to others to come. We may easily solve, or think that we can easily solve, some little problems, as we say, in nursing. The problems of short staffing, mandatory overtime, a heavy patient load with heavy patients, increasing patient loads, and those weekends, nights, and holidays. There are so many things that we can do together and problems that we can solve together. Who can change schedules for you? Who can switch with you if there's a day that you need off? Or are you going to go it alone, do it on your own, and suffer the results of not connecting? Who can you ask? Who can you speak to? Because I know in my life, I've had an opportunity to shift the schedule, to shift the schedule. And as new grads come, remember them as well, because they don't know everything that you know, and they don't know everyone that you know. So give them the gifts of connection, and information is power. You never know where the connections will lead you, and you never know the gifts that you may receive or the gifts that you can share with others. Just reach out and connect, and set yourself up for a greater together. Your unit is a greater together. It's a great place to get started. And surely, as you meet new grads, it's October, so you still have new people coming, and you may even have travelers or contractors. Together is greater. Greater together. Do it together. Don't do it alone. We are greater together. And you'll find that big dreams are waiting for you and for your unit and for your organizations as you work together. Together, we are better. Be well, my friends. Better together. We will be. be connected. We love you, love you, love you. And we are still coming on up. We are doing our leadership incubator program. And that's a good setting for thinking again about how you can best serve your clients and customers by doing things together. This is not a one-man show. We are better together. So join Power in Nursing at the Leaders Incubator Program. We'll help you with how to get your goals completed, and a lot of it is through connection. Together, we are better. So we'll find you at the Leadership Incubator Program. We'll have an opportunity to share more information about the program on tomorrow, on Monday Nurses Life, because we always know Monday is our best day for sharing and caring. Be well, my friends. We'll see you soon. You can reach us, of course, on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, yada, yada, yada. But we are here because we've got work to do. Greater together.